we're going to be learning about student discipline. In loco parentis is Latin for in the place of a parent, which refers to legal responsibilities of a person. This could be your teacher, your principal, or any other school officials. So they have the duty to establish reasonable rules to protect students and employees. These rules also help maintain classroom learning. They have the authority to establish rules, but they also have the authority to discipline students who break those rules. Depending on the violation will determine the severity of the punishment. And the next slide, we have the balanced rights of students and school officials. On the right side, you're going to see everything we just learned in the first slide, responsibility of rules and protecting students, and they also have the authority to discipline students. On the left side are the students' rights. The First Amendment, which is freedom of religion and expression. The Fourth Amendment, which is protection from unreasonable search and seizure. The Eighth, protection against cruel and unreasonable punishment. 14th is equal rights to all. Speaking of the 14th Amendment, there are two different topics that come up. Substantive due process is ensuring the government's actions are reasonably related to the state purpose. And to pass that process test, a school must show their rules are reasonable. The second one is procedural due process, and that ensures the way students are disciplined is fair. And schools can only have discipline to a certain measures. The law on the student discipline varies from state to state. The next slide is a very controversial topic because many people are for and against it, and that's going to be the National and Community Service Act. So those who are for it think it prepares responsibility for the students, it builds self-esteem, has positive effects on the students, meaning their grades are better, they attend class more, and they're motivated to learn in class. They also think that it helps explore interest and promotes community and parent involvement in the schools. Those who are against it thinks it takes away from academic time, exposes school to unnecessary liability, more staff and resources are needed, violates the 13th Amendment, and will destroy their spirit of volunteerism. So, two more severe types of discipline are suspension and expulsion. On suspension, it is 10 or fewer days. Administrators can suspend, and Goss and Lopez case is that students need to be given only oral or written notice of charges, explanation of evidence, and opportunity to rebuttal. Onto expulsion, it's usually 10 or more days, and this can only be done by the school board. And the final thing is a formal hearing, and this formal hearing has 8 steps. The first step is written notice with charges and when or where the hearing is. Second one is time between then and the hearing for the students to come up with a defense. The third is the hearing before impartial tribunal. Fourth, cross-examination of witnesses. The fifth step is representation by legal counsel or other adult. 6, written statement on the findings of the hearing. 7, a written or tape recording of the hearing. And the last is 8, clear statement of the right to appeal. So on to corporal punishment. It must be allowed by the state law, be permitted by district policy, be consistent with state requirements, be used as a method of correction, be appropriate for the offense, not be motivated by anger, and not be cruel or excessive. So 2 cases come up when we talk about corporal punishment. John versus Newburgh Enlarged School District, and that happened in 2001, follows along with shocks of conscience. And then we have the County of Sacramento versus Lewis, and that happened in 1998. The measure of what is conscious shocking is not calibrated yardstick. And that's all we're going to be learning in this PowerPoint about student discipline. Thank you.